and things that does people that do mighty and wonderful things in their own evil ways. And they think they will stand in your way, for the Lord made that provision, that even when you were hungry, he makes provisions for you, provides you food that you eat. God in his throne makes that provisions for you. God is wonderful and great, and there is none like him. That even when you are facing death, he comes to rescue you, keep you alive, keeps you. And when you drag and get into the mud, into the mire, M-I-R-E, the mire of your life, things that you are challenged and you are struggled, things you cost upon yourself, even in the self-cause, in the things that happen in your life, he comes from lips and stretches his hand and say, come my son, come my daughter. And he lifts you out so that you will not drown. Did you remember the story of Peter? You remember the story of Peter, who said to the Lord, here I come. His plan was to come and walk on the water. He had a strong faith at the beginning, and then he started to doubt, and then he started sinking, and he called out to the Lord. And the Lord helped him and stretched out and lifted him up so that he could walk on water. That you will walk on water in the name of Jesus. And the obstacles and the barriers and the mire, and you are drawing, if you don't talk about, the quicksand that some people walk into it, and then the sand start to swallow you and begin to go deeper, and you start to go deeper and deeper. So remember to call out to the Lord, and the Lord will lift you up in the name of Jesus. In the mighty name of Jesus. That wilderness, what is the wilderness in your life? Today, a lot of people are lonely. Loneliness all over the world. A lot of children are killing themselves because they are lonely. They thought they could find some solace in their devices. Always swiping, and always looking in the social media. But the more they look and search the social media, the more miserable they become, the sicker they become. They become more lonelier. God did not make man that you shall have a company of an inanimate object. Today they hide walking around with cats and dogs and thinking that they can find companion in an animal they cannot understand the language they speak. Even those that have found some supernatural way tapping into that of the devil in order to hear what these people have said. These things have said, not people, these animals. They still find, comfort in them. Their loneliness lingers. In the time of your trouble, and you are looking to find somebody to keep you company, to console you, to comfort you, to help you, but there was none. You were left alone. Only because you chose to be alone, you can reach out to the Lord, and the Lord will keep you company. Sometimes when I am far away, even from my wife, people say, but how do you manage? How can you cope? I was never alone because I put my faith and trust in the Lord, who is my company all the time. But for him, how could that have been possible? That you are in this moment as we are here, in a time for you to thank God, offer that to God. We are not here to break your bank or ask you, for we seek not from you, as we had in 1 Corinthians in yesterday, and we will get to it next week, to break it down as we are going to break down the first reading, the 1 King chapter 19, so that you can learn from it and see what a true believer is, a true worshiper is, one that seeks God and with God. That you will hear the word of the Lord, that even though Elijah, running for his life, was hidden in a cave, but he was constantly seeking the Lord. So when you find yourself in that place, like Elijah found himself, being persecuted by King Ahab and Jezebel, looking that wherever you are in this world, we will find you, and we will take you alive, because he did and was obedient to the commands of the Lord, to those that have forsaken him. Seek the company of the Lord, seek his comfort, for there is solace in it. There is protection in it. There is life in the Lord. In the world, when you look into the world, you find the solace, so that you may not take your life. I have a teenager talking about how sad all her life, all the time. How she had thoughts of killing herself. She wants to give up to life. She could not explain why. But there was there may still probably constant feeling of taking her own life. She found no words for her life. Trauma, difficulties in life, challenges, makes people wonder because they didn't have God. If they had God, they would not be taking their life, for they will have a constant company. The father they are looking for, because there was no father, they will find in the Lord. The mother they are looking for, because their mother was not there, they will find it in the Lord. The family, because they are forsaken. Nobody cares for anybody because love has dwindled, which Christ himself warned about in the book of Matthew in chapter 24. They will find it in the company of believers, a family. Just as Christ found in his disciples and followers those that are obedient to the command of the Lord. And he made that declaration in the book of Mark in chapter 3, if you read from verse 28. Go further to 30, 31. You will see the comfort of those who is the family of Christ, so that you can find yourself a family to come to worship us. When you hear these prayers, that you offer yourself as a sacrifice to God. As he had asked you in the book of, if you remember, in the book of Romans, in chapter 12, in verse 1 to 2, he made it clear and encouraged you to come to him, so that you will live and enjoy the abundance of his glory, abundance of his blessings, for the blessings of the Lord is there for all, and for anyone to come that seek him, and those that want the Lord to be part of their life, as he has invited you to. You see, things will change. A lot of anxiety